So you interviewed with a company and they are now asking you to provide references. Well, first and foremost, congratulations. That is a good thing. I'm a recruiter and I have to tell you, companies don't go and do this unless they are seriously considering hiring somebody. But there is a huge mistake that some candidates make in this process. I'm going to tell you what that is and how to avoid it right now. Now, before we get into it, I want to talk about the why. Why do companies have you share references? Well, the reality is sometimes some candidates exaggerate their backgrounds or qualifications and the things they have done. This is a good way for companies to theoretically check to see if you are telling the truth and people can corroborate that you have done the things you've said you've done. It's a way to verify all of the claims you've been making in the interview process. Now, here's the reality. Most candidates are going to send forth 3 to 4 people who they know will say nice things about them, right? People are asking you, hey, Ben, give me some people I can call to verify your employment and what you did, your contributions, etc. So you just assume I'm going to go out and find 3 to 4 people who I'm close with, who will say nice things about me, and I can guarantee are going to be layups when they're conducting the references. The reality is, though, that is not always the case. I can tell you, I've done thousands of reference checks, and in that time, I have had many blah references, meaning I call somebody up and I go, hey, this candidate put you down as one of only 3 people who I'm going to check with to see how were they to work with. And they're meh. They share with me that they weren't really impressed. So I don't want that to happen to you, and here's how you can avoid it. Now, first, long term, you want to be building relationships with the people you work with. An easy way to do this is anytime somebody is leaving an organization you're a part of, ask to grab coffee or lunch with them. Go out and tell them, hey, I really enjoyed working with you. It was great, and I know you're leaving, but if you ever need a reference in the future, I would be glad to be one. Most of the time when you say that to someone, they go, oh man, I also feel the same way, and I would also do that for you. And then anytime you're leaving an organization, try to meet up with a few different people and say, hey, it was great working to you. I know I'm leaving, but if you ever need a reference, I would be happy to be that for you, so let me know. They will also feel so inclined to share that with you and be a good reference. In addition to that, just build good relationships with your coworkers, supervisors, and managers. That way you never have a shortage of people you can reach out to. Now let's talk about in the near term. You've been asked to provide 3 to 4 references. A lot of times they'll ask for 2 people who are former managers of yours. Instead of just 3 random people, they'll say you can pick 1 coworker and 2 former managers. A big mistake here is that people just think of, okay, who are these people? And they send them to the recruiter. Here's the people, here's their contact information, and that's it. And they hope it goes well. Don't do that. Instead, what you want to do is reach out to the people you're considering to put down as references and say, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I'd love to jump on a quick call with you. When they say yes, call them up and talk to them. If they're not going to say yes, you don't want to put them as references anyways. But when you call them, say, hey, I wanted to ask if you'd be willing to do me a favor. They'll say, okay. At that point, you say, I'm interviewing for a job and I'm really excited about it. I think it's a great fit for me and I'm really excited what it could do for me and my family. Would you be willing to be a reference for me? At which point they will say yes. Now, here's the thing. Here's why this is important. By telling them how important it is to you, how interested you are in the role, and how it's a great fit for you, they're going to be more inclined to give a positive review. If you just have some random person reach out to them, they're not aware of it, who knows what kind of reference you're going to get. But if you personally call them, ask permission, and tell them how much it means to you, you're increasing the likelihood you're going to get a really good reference. Now, additionally, here's where it gets really strategic. You can talk about some of the things that you need to do for the role and why it's a good fit for you. You can say to them, some of the things that I'm going to be doing this role is I'm going to be leading teams, I'm going to be building relationships, and I feel like it's a great fit for me. I was responsible for leading a team at this company. I did a lot of building relationships at this company, and I just feel like it's a really great match. So what you've done there is you've told them, would you please do this? Thank you. This is really a great opportunity for me. I hope I get it, and here's why I'm a good fit. They're going to give you an amazing reference. A lot of people leave this up to chance, but when it comes to getting a great job that is really impactful, you should leave nothing up to chance. Speaking of that, go watch this video. This video right here is 9 things that all hiring managers want to hear in an interview. So it's not enough to be qualified. You also need to crush the interview. And if you say some of these 9 things, you're absolutely going to blow them away and position yourself as a great candidate. You've got this. Go watch that video.